Hey Naturals, what's up? It's your favorite American English teacher, Gabby, here to help you today to think in English. Now, if you ever tried to think in English, but the only thing that comes out is your native language or maybe another language, then this video is for you. Keep watching. Now, I want to tell you that if you love this video tip, you should totally watch my video with the top 9 ways to think in English. So you can click right up there to find that one. So how do we develop our thinking skills in English? One of the most important things you can do is to start small. Seriously, most people give up because they try to think all the time 100% in English, and when it doesn't happen, when one word slips out in your native language or in another language, they get frustrated and they just stop and they say, oh, I stink as an English language thinker and I'm just gonna stop trying. No, that's the wrong answer. You guys, you have to start small so that you can build up your confidence by seeing your little successes every day. So give yourself the chance to succeed before you say, oh my gosh, this is never gonna work, I give up. Let me give you some examples of how to give yourself easy wins or successes when you start small thinking in English. Now, I know how this feels, I know how frustrating it can be, because when I was learning Japanese, I had already learned Spanish. So I learned Spanish first, and then I went to Japan to teach English, and I was trying to learn Japanese. And every time that I tried to think in Japanese, Spanish would come out of my mouth. It would appear first in my brain. Like I'd want to say hello, konnichiwa, but the only thing that I could think of was hola. And it was so frustrating. But here's the thing, you have to start small, and also don't get down on yourself if at first you're not thinking in English. Just say, okay, that's all right, brain, it's okay, I forgive you. Let's work together here. We can be a great team, you and me, my brain. You have to be patient with your brain. Whatever you want it to do, like if you, for example, like a physical thing, like if you wanted to run a marathon, you can't just say, hey legs, I want you to run a marathon, let's go. And if you can't finish that marathon today, I'm gonna be real mad at you. That's just not how it works. Your brain is a muscle just like your legs. Just like building up your cardio, you have to build up your ability to think in English. So start small. For example, put your phone in English. Yeah, it might be a little confusing at first, but just make sure that you have a plan B and you know how to put your phone back in your native language, just in case you're not sure what all the buttons and stuff, or all the functions on the screen mean in English. Okay, another thing you can do, I love to-do lists. I'm the queen of making to-do lists, writing down everything that I need to do every day, and a lot of things that I don't need to do too. You can make your to-do lists in English. So instead of, if you write down things in Spanish, or if you don't even use a to-do list, start making a to-do list. So if I'm learning Spanish, I might say, haga mi tarea, or, do my homework, or, what else might I need to do, like go buy groceries, so vaya al supermercado. Now, that's another thing you can do if you want to make your grocery list in English. If you need to go to the supermarket, write down the foods or the items, the products that you want to buy. So those are really simple everyday activities that you can do in English. Another way that I like to start small is to simply describe what I'm doing in English. So if I'm learning Spanish, for example, I would be thinking in my mind, estoy haciendo un video, or maybe in Portuguese, estou gravando vídeo. So I can just literally say to myself in my mind, or even out loud, what I'm doing in the moment. And that really helps you to, in a very easy way, to start putting your thoughts in English. And then you can start describing what other people around you are doing. So maybe you're at work and you can see your coworker and she's on Facebook or whatever when she shouldn't be. And you could say, in English, oh, my coworker is on Facebook. Or if I'm learning Japanese, I could say, 今、彼女は Facebook にいます。 I don't know if that's correct, but if you speak Japanese, you can correct me, because the thing is, it doesn't matter right now if your thoughts are 100% perfect. The point is to start using English in small ways every day. And if it's not correct, that's okay. The most important thing is to allow yourself that space to use the language in your mind, to think even in small everyday ways, and then you can correct yourself as you learn. So it's really an evolution. You have to trust the process and that you will progress as you learn more and more. Be patient with yourself. Be okay with yourself if you make mistakes. Be patient with your brain. Say, come on, brain, we're gonna practice just a little bit more today so we can build up our endurance and our skills for tomorrow to be an even more fluent, confident English speaker. It's really hot in here. Okay, the last thing that you could do, a quick example, is to leave a comment on this video in English. That's a small everyday activity, and you can write a very short phrase or a long comment, whatever you would like, whatever you feel comfortable with, but that's a great way to use your English. So I'm gonna stop there, but remember, you can start thinking in English in small ways, so don't give up if you can't think 100% English all the time. Remember, it's like a marathon. You have to just start training, and if you can just run for 5 minutes a day, eventually, over time, you're gonna get up to that marathon pace. Now, what I mean by that, thinking in English, if you can think in English for 30 seconds today, maybe 1 minute tomorrow, 5 minutes the day after, pretty soon, you're gonna be thinking in English all the time. So you can do it. I believe in you. You are doing awesome just by watching this video. Now leave a comment, and you know what to do if you haven't subscribed yet. Click on the big red subscribe button that looks just like this. Thanks so much for watching. Mwah. I love you guys, and I'll see you in another video lesson soon. Bye for now.